Hello guys, welcome to the session on circuit protective devices. What do you mean by circuit protective devices? It is a protective device. Protects what? It protects the circuit. Which circuit? Electrical circuit. So under domestic wiring, you have the circuit protective devices. The domestic wiring is nothing but the wiring meant for houses or the commercial building or the residential building. So in houses you have the electrical appliances like water heater, refrigerator, washing machine, mixie, web grinder, so many other electrical appliances are there. These devices should be protected against if at all any fault occurs, if at all any electrical fault. So protection for the electrical installation must be provided in the event of fault such as short circuit, overload and earth fault. Whatever may be the fault, protection should be given. The protective circuit should be so fast, acting so fast, it should be immediately isolate the circuit if at all any fault occurs before it damages the circuit. It also helps in isolating only the required part of the circuit without affecting the remaining circuit during the maintenance. So during the maintenance, out of many portion of the circuit, only one part of the circuit you need to concentrate. So only that part of the circuit can be isolated using such a device called circuit protective device without affecting the remaining part of the circuit. There are many circuit protective devices available. They are nothing but fuses, relays, miniature circuit breakers, and earth leakage circuit breakers. So, out of all the four, you are going to concentrate on fuses and miniature circuit breakers as listed in the syllabus. What do you mean by a fuse? So, fuse is such a popular or the famous word. Everyone knows about this. Fuse gone. If something power is not there, people will check. People will ask you to check whether fuse is there or fuse gone. So, what is a fuse? It is one of the protective device. It is the safety device used in any electrical installation which forms the weakest link between the supply and the load. It is a short length of wire made of lead, tin or alloy of lead and tin zinc having a low melting point and low ohmic losses. It is such a simple device. It is nothing but a short length of a wire made up of a lead or a tin or alloy of lead with the property of having low melting point or the low ohmic losses. Under normal operating conditions, it is designed to carry the full load current. If the current increases beyond the designed value due to any of the reasons mentioned above, that may be a short circuit or the overload or any other fault, the fuse melts. The fuse here, it is nothing but a short length of wire that melts due to the overcurrent and isolating the power supply from the load as shown in the figures. See here, the supply is given to many loads. Here it is shown as lighting load, pump load. Here some heating load it is shown. So here due to the short circuit in the heating load, the fuse connected to the heating load melts. So by melting, when the fuse is melted, it is, or you can say it is broken, the circuit is isolated, or the wherever the short circuit occurs, that is separated from the supply. You can see remaining other part of the load will continue as such. So this is how the fuse works. Characteristics of the fuse material. So it should have a low melting point, it should have the low ohmic loss, should have the high conductivity and lower rate of deterioration. Terms related with fuses. There are many terms related with fuses. One is rated current, you have the fusing factor, you have the fusing current. What do you mean by rated current? It is the maximum current which a fuse can carry without undergoing heating or melting. Rated current, the current at which or up to which the fuse will act as a normal conductor or normal wire So it will not go for melting or breaking the circuit up to this rated current. Like if the current goes beyond the rated current, then the fuse may be melted so that it breaks the circuit, so that isolating the circuit. It depends on the following factors, that is permissible temperature rise of the contacts of the fuse holder and the fuse material and degree of deterioration due to oxidation. Next, fusing factor. It is the ratio of minimum fusing current to the rated current. It is always greater than unity. The ratio of minimum fusing current and the rated current. It is always greater than unity. What do you mean by that? It is nothing but the minimum fusing current always, or it will be greater than the rated current. And what is the fusing current? The minimum current at which the fuse melts is known as the fusing current. Rated current is the maximum current up to which the fuse will not break. The fusing current is the current at which the fuse melts. It is known as fusing current. It depends on the material characteristics, length, diameter, cross-sectional area of the fuse element and the type of the enclosure used. There are many types of fuses available. One is rewirable or KitKat fuses. This kind of fuses, even now you can see this kind of porcelain type of this one holding, that fuse holder. You can see fuse holder, when you remove this, there when a single wire will be there, that is nothing but a fuse. Even now you can see in many of the houses, in the old houses. So these fuses are simple in construction, cheap and available up to a current rating of 200 amps. They are erratic in operation and their performance deteriorates with time. Next one is plug fuse. From the name itself we can say easily it can be fixed, like plugging into kind of fuse it is. The fuse carrier is provided with a glass window for visual inspection of the fuse wire, whether the fuse wire is proper or it has gone or melted or it is broken. To see that, to monitor that fuse wire, when glass window is given here, it is nothing but a plug fuse. Cartridge fuse. So you can see cartridge kind of thing. There is you are able to see that small wire. So the fuse wire, usually an alloy of lead, is enclosed in a strong fiber casing. The fuse element is fastened to copper caps. You can see on both the sides copper caps are there. There it is connected. The fuse wire is connected between these two copper cap at the end of the casing. They are available up to a voltage rating of 25 kilovolts. They are used for protection in lighting installation and power lines. Next one is miniature cartridge fuse. From the name itself or from the diagram itself, we can see it is the smaller version of the cartridge fuse or the miniature version of the cartridge fuse. These are the miniature version of the higher rating cartridge fuses, which are extensively used in automobiles, TV sets and other electronic equipments. Next one is transformer fuse blocks. The fuses specially meant or constructed to be easily installed or to be easily connected with the transformer. It is called a transformer fuse blocks. These porcelain housed fuses are placed on the secondary of the distribution transformer for the protection against short circuit and overload. See here in the fuse, here it is the porcelain housed fuses. Fuses will be available here. This can be easily fitted into a secondary of the transformer. Next one is expulsion fuses. It is meant for the outdoor, the overhead lines. These consist of fuse wire placed in a hollow tube of fiber lined with asbestos. These are suited only for outdoor use, for example, protection of high voltage circuits. Next one is semi-enclosed rewirable fuses. These have limited use. From the name itself we can say it is semi-enclosed. So it is not completely enclosed, like part of the fuse is enclosed. It has limited use. So no diagram at all for this time delay fuse. What is the time delay fuse? So whenever the rated current is exceeds, whenever current through the circuit exceeds the rated current, the fuse will be broken. Or like when the current exceeds it's the fusing current. In sometimes for the some of the circuits, the sudden increase in the current will be there for a smaller time period, very smaller time period. So during that time, if the fuse breaks again, you need to change the fuse. So for that, for the smaller uh, time, during the smaller time, sudden increase in the current, if at all it does not harm the circuit, that can be allowed. So for that, here some time delay, the fuse will break after some time delay. That is, a time delay fuse is a special kind of fuse that allows electrical surge for a short time. Electrical surge or sudden increase in the current, that is allowed for a short time before it actually blows. Due to its special design, it can bear electricity overload in a repeated cycle for a short period without blowing. It finds application in motor circuits. So these are the different types of fuses I have discussed. Thank you.